Since Devin Booker's father used to play in the NBA, basketball was pretty much in Devin's blood from the time he was born. Booker, a shooting guard, was picked by the Phoenix Suns in the 13th spot of the draft. He was called a star because of how well he played. He played his first game when he was 18 years old. And in just 3 years, he became known as one of the best shooting guards in NBA history. In 2018, the Suns made a deal with him that would pay him a total of $158 million over 5 years, or about $36 million per year on average. In addition, he was able to get a deal with Nike to promote their products, which added to his net worth. Booker is just as interested in new things as he is in old ones, as shown by the fact that he has bought things from both groups during their time together. Devin has made a name for himself as a gearhead, a sneakerhead, and an art collector through his large purchases, which include old cars and expensive rare shoes. Let's look at the lifestyle of Devin Booker. Real estate. The professional basketball player who plays for the Suns has bought a number of homes in Phoenix, Arizona. At first, he owned a house in Paradise Valley, which he later sold for $3.45 million. Making him a profit of $200,000. In the year 2020, this took place. The next year, he bought something else. This time, he spent $3.2 million on a lot that looks out over the Phoenix Mountains Preserve. Architectural Digest says that his house was made by Kathleen Clements and her son Tommy Clements, who worked together. They bought special furniture for the house that was made to fit tall people like Booker and his friends from basketball. Cars collection. When Devin Booker was young, he used to watch his grandfather work in the garage. This is where his love of old cars started. He became very interested in collecting American metal cars made any time between the 50s and 90s because of him. GQ says that the athlete is a big fan of Chevrolet. In his collection, he has both a 1971 Chevy Impala and a 1996 Chevy Impala, which is the year he was born. Besides that, he just bought a Chevrolet K5 Blazer and a matte black Ferrari 488. His first Chevy Impala, a copper-colored 1959 Chevy Impala he calls Pretty Penny, is the car he is most proud of in the shed. Devin Booker is good at making both baskets and collecting cars. He's good at everything he does. He loves Chevrolet very much and owns several of them, including one from 1959 that he thinks is the best of all time, and another from 1996. Besides that, he also has a Buick GNX. On June 21st, the great player for the Phoenix Suns shared a picture to his Instagram Stories account that showed him sitting in the back passenger seat of the same fancy car and listening to music while driving. Even though neither of them got a good look at the car, Devin's car has seats made of a rich brown leather that neither of them saw. But the Mercedes Maybach S-Class is the car of choice for many celebs, including Devin, because it combines luxury, comfort, and great performance. The S580 and the S680 are two different engine options for the most current model. The V12 engine is under the hood of the second one. Still, the only version that can be bought in the United States is the S580. The NBA player also shared a picture of himself on an unnamed boat with a close-up of the wristwatch he was wearing. The watch was an 18-karat rose gold Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar 532-7R. The upscale company makes this model as part of a line called Grand Complications. The case of the watch is 39 millimeters in diameter, and the back of the case is made of glass crystal. Also, the case is polished ivory, and gold Breguet numbers are attached to it. The estimated retail price is a little over $103,000. A few hours after he posted a picture of himself driving a Maybach S-Class, he posted a picture of himself driving his 96 Chevy Impala. So we wouldn't forget that he likes old cars, he did this. Watches that are very expensive. Devin is a dedicated watch collector, and you can always find him with a stylish watch on his hand. He is proud to own an $88,400 Audemars Piguet Royal Oak offshore watch that looks both classy and sporty. In his collection, he also has a Rolex Daytona chronograph and an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 20th anniversary version watch. His favorite watch in the collection is a Patek Philippe 5711 Rose Gold, which the watchmaker stopped making in the middle of 2021 because it was a limited number. Mid-century and contemporary art. He not only has beautiful land in the Sonoran Desert, but he also likes to buy art. His dining room is decorated in a style that looks like it came from the middle of the 20th century. It has a centerpiece, a minimalist chandelier, and a custom-made eating table. Pieces by the modern artist James Turrell have been used to decorate the room. Booker was amazed by the artist's work when he saw it at Rodin Crater, which he saw while driving through the northern part of Arizona. He was proud to show off the purple-blue LED wall art he had bought and hung in the dining room. Sneaker collection. Booker is a true sneakerhead, and his collection of shoes includes both old and new styles. He used to save his income so he could buy Nike Air Jordans when he was a kid, and ever since then, he's been obsessed with shoes. His handmade white Jordans from 1958 are the most valuable shoes in his collection because he thinks of them as a work of art. His favorite brand has always been Converse, but since he got a contract with Nike, he has been seen wearing cool trainers from that company, like the Kobe 6 Petro shoes. Sporting News says that one of his best shoes is the Nike Kobe 11, which has the late great basketball player Kobe Bryant's signature and the words "Be Legendary" on the insole. Vacations. The basketball player loves to go on adventures and see new places. In his free time, he likes to drive around southern Arizona. When he's not playing NBA games on the West Coast, he goes to places on the West Coast. In April 2020, he and his girlfriend Kendall Jenner went on a road trip to southern Arizona to make the most of his free time while he was in quarantine. Recently, during the off-season, he took his girlfriend on a vacation to Italy, where they went to the beach and other interesting places. Giving gifts to his family. The sports fan just got a very expensive and secure deal, but that hasn't stopped him from showering his family and friends with gifts. Booker bought the silver Mercedes G550 in January 2022 so that he could give it to his mom as a birthday present. Auto Evolution says that the car costs a hefty $131,750 and has a 4-liter engine and a 9G Tronic automatic gearbox that gives it 416 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque. The car also has an automated gearbox called 9G Tronic. Philanthropy. Devin Booker has a history of giving money to charity, and he has promised to give $2.5 million to groups that the Phoenix Suns help in 2019. He has promised to give away $500,000 over the next 5 years, or $100,000 each year. He has also started a drive to give each of 5 charities $100,000, and he has already given $100,000 to COVID-19 relief funds in and around Phoenix. Devin Booker's desire to give back to the community is a big part of why he has become a growing basketball superstar so quickly. He does this by doing things like taking vacations in luxurious places and helping people who are in need. His deal will bring him more money over the next few years, especially since he gets along well with the Suns. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more.